alley. I am literally walking by Brooklyn College, and this, let me give you, is a backdrop of the college I went to for my graduate studies. That's literally the speech and hearing department, the entrance I used to go through. But it didn't always start that way. That's Boylan Hall. That's where the speech unit is. So I'm taking you through this walk as I do this daily walk sometimes, and literally across the street is where exactly went to high school. That's the settings on the spectrum. And he has done this walk every single day for the last 4 years. And then I had this walk for a few years when I was doing graduate studies. So I wanted to just walk you through the process of self and how you can go from one stage to another stage without all of the, what did I say, the easy road, the easy path. Luckily for me, when I did this program, I also had a job. Yeah, a job. I had started working for the Department of Education earlier, and I started as a special educator. And through that process, because I had enough classes from undergrad, like I say, things that we had from before always set us up for our next stages. And when I went to Stony Brook for undergrad, it was for pre-med when I first got in. Then I switched to social sciences interdisciplinary. Did some Africana studies. I did some marine marine biology stuff, and then I had a really big concentration in education. So luckily for that, I had started working with special needs populations on the weekends, so I started taking some classes in that so I could be more versed. Through that process, yay, I was able to work for the school, Department of Education afterwards, because I had enough credits that could take me through that path. But the fascination for speech came when I worked at that developmentally disabled space, and I watched the speech therapist came in and worked with the individuals, and I realized that I like what she's doing. I asked her more about it, and then I decided to apply to the program that was close to my home, good old Brooklyn College, for my graduate studies in speech, and then maybe later I got addicted to audiology. That's how that came. But the key about it all came from pretty much failure, right? Failure under the concept that I thought pre-med was the thing. I always told you guys, if you read my book, All Amazing Gifts, you'll see my journey of my dad always wanting his kids to be medical doctors. And that's all I had in my head since I was a kid. Like, I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a pediatrician. I'm going to be a doctor. So when I went to study work and I realized, wait a minute, 16, when I have fun, I don't know if I want to do this pre-med thing anymore. So I started to get interested in other fields. Lo and behold, if I go even further back, when I was a kid, I always wanted to be a teacher. A teacher. Yes, that's me. I had my students, which were the posts at the bottom of the house, and the trees, and my dolls, and they were my students. And that's how it all started. Hey, if you're watching, make sure you like, love, follow, do all the things that you need to do. Say hi. Yeah, it matters. But the key is, if you go all the way back, you'll see that there's things that you always. When you look back now, how far did you stray away from that? Right? Life happened. Oh yeah, concentration around money started to happen, and sometimes we had to start families and responsibilities kicked in. But there comes a certain time when you get an opportunity to go back and complete some things that you started. So when audiology came open and audiology became a doctoral field, then hey, I was able to develop to be the doctor. All right, that's becoming Dr. Alley. But the real passion, all the way inside, is the need to help others and the feeling of helping others, not only based on being nice in the things that I do, but what I have been trained in and what I already know, my experiences. This process of self takes time. It takes time. And when we do a lot of reflection, or when we take the time to pause and do some reflection, we realize that we've always been prepped for where we're going to go anyway. So some of the things that we may have wanted to do that we have ran away from, you might still want to tap into that space. And that's what I started walking by Brooklyn College in the mornings for my walks. Sometimes I do the park, sometimes I do Brooklyn College. And it reminds me of the journey that I did to speech pathology and audiology. Was not an easy path. God knows it wasn't. But it was completed. Yes, I went through trials, tribulations, challenges, all the things. And I could sit down and tell stories. But in the end, it was completed. And I still get the opportunity to practice in audiology. I still get the opportunity to help a lot of parents out with speech therapy, especially when it comes to individuals with special needs. Look who is a mom, right, of a child on the spectrum. So just know the development of self requires you being tapped in, tuned in, able to step back in and realign to all the things that you've been prepared for. This is the track. You've been prepared for all along the way. And it's okay. It's all right. It's going to be okay. Yeah. There's a lot that comes in. There's a lot that may come in, challenges that come through our way. But there are always little glimpses of opportunities and little spaces that you can squeeze yourself through, should you really choose to still be on path to where you want it to go and where you want to do. So sometimes it may take time, and it's okay. Sometimes it may not happen immediately, and that's okay. And sometimes you just have to trust in the process. Hi, who's my first person out there that's saying hi? I appreciate you, because your hi matters. Let me know where you are watching this from. Make sure you're subscribed. If you are looking for a space just to get some positive energy, some positive light, hi, Miranda. Oh, it's just about the development of self. I'm literally taking a walk around my college, and I'm talking about the things that have caused me to develop into who I am today, and helping you to do some of your own reflections of what has developed you into who you are today, right? The paths that you didn't even plan on, the unexpected journeys, the way that it went, trusting in the process and just understanding that the development of self takes time. Well, thank you. It takes time. It takes believing in yourself, really. It takes a lot of consistency. And popping that whole bubble of perfection. It doesn't always look perfect. That's the thing. It doesn't always look perfect, right? It's the capacity to know that, listen, this development of self is going to take a lifelong thing. It's not going to happen immediately. It's going to require some ups and downs, ins and outs, curves. And like I like to show you guys when I'm walking, things that you have to step over, unexpected cracks, things that you totally don't predict or expect. But we will get to our destination should you just keep moving. Just keep stepping. Sometimes you might have to step over things and step around things and step through things, but the belief in self and the belief in that there's more than what we see, right? There's so much more beyond the physical. There's a spiritual connectivity to what we're really supposed to be in life. And just know that the path doesn't always look easy. But if you believe in you, like I believe in me, I always tell people, oh, the one person will always bet on is me. I can bet on me. You know why? Excuse the tears. This is what happens in the morning when wind hits my eyes. This is actually favorite space to me. The train tracks. But if I bet on me and I believe in me, then I know it's a winning scene, right? When you bet on others and rely on others and think like, okay, others are going to help us cast this way and make this happen, it doesn't work like that. Because others have themselves as their focus. And yes, we can support each other. Yes, we can celebrate each other. We can be there for each other. We can even pray for each other, hold space for each other. But in the end, the ultimate decision is, what are you going to do to the improvement of your own self for each day to be better? That's it. That's all I got for you. So that's the message I was given for you for the development of self. No matter what, hashtag, it's my favorite thing. No matter what, you're going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Things will always work out to the better of what it should be. It's just that the curves, the challenges, the dips, the cracks, the things that we just don't expect, the unexpected that will show up, and how we navigate through those unexpected is going to be key. Don't lose yourself, right? Don't lose your true essence of who you are. And don't let other people come and dictate who you need to be. That's something else I need to share. Don't let other people dictate who you need to be. They don't. They got their own paths. They got their own walk. Even me dictating for you. That's why I never come on and tell people, oh, this is what you should do. No, that's what I did. These are some things that you can possibly do. Share with me, especially when I work with you one-on-one. Share with me your own dreams, desires, things that you want. And let's see how we can help you navigate towards making the next step. That's all we got to do is keep making the next step. But the key is trusting in ourselves, keeping a close knit of supporting energy around you, and keep moving. Keep moving. Keep stepping forward. Keep moving. Even if it's slow, just keep moving. I'm making it across the other block today. Today I'm doing a different walk. Oops, turn that back on. I'm doing a different walk today. I'm going down some different streets because it's a different day. And sometimes I just like taking different paths. I get to the same destination. And that's exactly how the development of self is. Sometimes the paths are way different than what we even think it's going to be when we left the house. When we got started. But when we trust in ourselves and trust in a higher power and trust in God or whoever you may choose, and just trust in knowing that all will work out no matter what, then we allow ourselves the opportunity to veer off the path a little bit. And because we know in the end, what's to be is what will be. So thanks for subscribing.